All right, everyone. Hello. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Sorry the weather's not a little better right now. It's a little chilly, but good news is next week's supposed to be in the 80s, so hopefully we're in for some heat wave. For reading today, you are going to again revisit the in the game passage. So you should have it from last week. If you don't have it from last week, go ahead and export it. And then what we're going to be talking about today is figurative language. If you remember, figurative language is when an author uses words to convey something that you don't often take literally. It's like a figure of speech. So, in this story, Nora Rayleigh Baskin sometimes uses figurative language to describe the characters and their actions. So she's using words that have a meaning other than what they actually say on the page. We are going to do a few questions today to help us unlock what the author is actually meaning using those words. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you started. We're going to take a look at the questions, discuss them, and then you can go and use the in the game passage to answer them. Now, a tip for you. I am going to do all 4 questions right now in a row. However, if I were you, a good strategy, listen to me explain question 1, pause the video, then go ahead and answer question 1 using the passage. When you're done with that, go to question 2, do the same thing, pause it, answer question 2, and so on and so forth. That'll help you because you'll still have fresh in your brain, in your mind, what I just helped you understand about the question, and then just do one at a time. That's a good tool, a tip, a strategy if you'd like to use it. Again, remember, we're going to be using that race strategy. So remember, restating, answering, and when necessary, we're going to cite and provide those evidence and examples. All right. So, question 1. The part of the passage we're focusing in on says, he could actually feel his heart beating faster. Then I'm asking you, well, what might cause a person's heart to beat faster? So think about in your own life when a time was that your heart started to race or beat fast. Think about those feelings, those emotions that you might have had when your heart started to pump really fast. So the first part of this question, you're going to tell me what might cause a person's heart to beat faster. Oh, sorry, again, technology, and this is Clary. Bear with me, guys. So, we're not actually going to restate just like that, so you're going to fill in this blank. Blank, and then might cause a person's heart to beat faster. So this actually you don't even need the passage for just yet because you're just going to think about your life and when does your heart race? When does your heart start beating really fast? And you're going to go ahead and fill in that blank for me. Question part 2 says, what does this tell you about how Corey feels when he hears the store still has the sneakers in his size? So let's restate. This tells me Corey feels, and you're going to give me that feeling word. How does he feel when he hears the store has the sneakers in his size? Because now you have to justify that feeling word. I know, and you're going to justify it. So if you tell me, this tells me Corey feels sad when he hears the store has the sneakers in his size, because I know you are sad. You would have to explain that, okay, guys? So find your feeling word. How does Corey feel when he hears the store still has the sneakers in his size? Okay, and then you're going to justify that for me. Because, and then you might use some text evidence, your schema. How do you know Corey's feeling that way? So a tip, if I were you, pause the video, go ahead and answer question 1, and then we'll go from there. Okay, question 2. Moving on. Sorry, guys. Text box and Mrs. Clary just not working today. All right, question 2. So this is the part of the text we're going to focus on. But I certainly hope you get your head in the game before we get there. So this is a piece of figurative language. Does the author really mean they want Corey to take his head and put it in the game? Take it off his shoulders and throw it out in the game. Is that what the author literally means, or is the author trying to say something else? So my question is, what does head stand for in this expression? So what does the author really want Corey to do? So in this expression, comma, because we have an introductory prepositional phrase, quotes because we're pulling that head word. Head stands for, and you have to explain what it actually means. We just said the coach isn't actually telling Corey, hey, take your head off your shoulders, put it in the game. What is he really saying? What does head stand for? And then what is Corey's dad telling him to do? Corey's dad, sorry, forgot my apostrophe, is telling him to, and you have to tell me what he's telling him to do. So again, the author uses get your head in the game, but the author doesn't literally mean Corey, take your head off your shoulders and put it in the game. What is the author trying to say by this? So you're going to tell me in this expression, head stands for what? What does the author want Corey to get in the game? And then you're going to tell me what Corey's dad is telling him to do. Again, strategy. You may want to pause it, answer number 2, and then join me again for number 3. All right, number 3. Here's the text we're focusing on. This was the first day the new Isaiah Jackson Retro 4s were on sale. And it looked like every kid in the planet was there. Sorry, on the planet was there. So, the phrase, every kid on the planet, is not really standing in line at the shoe store. For example, did you guys go get the new Isaiah Jackson Retro 4s? Because if you weren't there, then not every kid on the planet was there. So what is the author actually trying to tell you about how the store is feeling? How would the store feel if every kid on the planet was there? So restate the question. This description tells me the store feels, and you're going to explain how the store is feeling if they're saying every kid on the planet is there. Think about back to when you've maybe gone to a store when, like, Christmas time. I know a lot of people go Black Friday shopping. How do you think a store clerk or a store owner would feel if they're saying everyone on the planet was there? Okay? You're going to find another sentence in that same paragraph that helps you understand what the phrase what the phrase every kid on the planet means. So, I need to go back to page 11 and find that paragraph. So, I'm going to show you where that paragraph is. Paragraph 11. My bad. Every kid on the planet was there. Oh, sorry. I scrolled down too far. Here we go. Page 11. Right here's where we got the phrase. All right? And then you're going to take a look in these couple of paragraphs right here and find another line to support every kid on the planet was there. So find a line there, a phrase that helps you understand what the phrase every kid on the planet means. And I just highlighted for you and showed you where to look. Again, I suggest a pause, answer that, and then we will get back on number 4. All right. Every kid on the planet is an example of a hyperbole. Remember, hyperboles are those exaggerations, kind of like, I'm so hungry I can eat a horse. You're not really going to eat a horse. You're just trying to tell me you're super, super hungry. Here are two more examples of hyperboles from the story. So let's look at the first one. But Corey's dad had a million reasons. Now look at our question. Does Corey's dad actually give 1 million reasons why Jason didn't make the team? So that's kind of a yes or no. Does his dad actually give 1 million reasons? Yes, he gives 1 million reasons. No, he doesn't give 1 million reasons. That's what you're going to answer the first part with. And then what does this line tell you about how Corey feels about his dad's reasons? So, Corey feels, and you're going to give me a feeling word. How does he feel about his dad's reasons? And then you have to justify because what, how did you know he felt that way? Okay, so how does Corey feel about his dad's reasons? First off, does his dad actually give 1 million? So that's that yes or no. So your beginning of your answer should be yes, Corey's dad gives 1 million reasons, or no, Corey's dad doesn't give 1 million reasons. And then you have to tell me how Corey feels about those reasons. So again, you might want to pause there, even though this is still the same question. It's a two-parter, so it might take a pause, answer that, and then join me back. Second hyperbole. When his dad touched his foot, Corey let out an Academy Award-winning yelp. What do people win Academy Awards for? So think about that. If you're not sure, you could Google it. Okay? So the first thing you're going to tell me is why people win Academy Awards. So people, win Academy Awards for, so you're going to answer that for me because you need that schema to help you answer this question. And then what does that tell you about how Corey yelped? This tells me Corey's yelp was, and you have to fill that in for me. Okay? So why do people win Academy Awards? And then you're going to tell me what this says about Corey's yelp. If the author explains Corey's yelp as winning an Academy Award, what does that say about the yelp? Okay. All right, guys. So 4 questions with some figurative language today, and you have some independent reading. Again, we have a Zoom at noon if you would like to join. And if you are still struggling and have some missing work, Miss Ellen is going to be available at 10 for a Zoom. So if you want to join her, let me know. And then I will also be available at 2 for another Zoom if you would like some help with any assignments or if you're missing work. Okay? I hope you are, tongue twister. I hope you are all doing well. I hope you're staying healthy, enjoying time with your families, getting outside when it's nice. I miss you all, and I hope to see you.